Hey guys, my name is Dino, and I decided to do 100 days of Stardew Valley. Now, most casual players of the game will make it to at least winter 16th of year 1, so I decided to set some goals. 1. Make the farm as pretty as possible. 2. Get the Mouseear hat. 3. Actually survive a trip to Skull Caverns. And 4. Complete as much of the community center as possible. Now, these might seem simple, but each goal requires multiple steps like reaching the end of the mines, actually remaining organized, socializing. To ruin any form of suspense, I am just gonna tell you, I'm romancing Harvey. Shiny do, hit me up. That was a joke. Now, you might be saying, Dino, did you choose Harvey just for the joke? No. I chose him because he is easy, and unlike the other options, does not require a savior complex or emotional masochism. Now let's hop on into it. Day 1, I grabbed the parsnips, cleared some land, and headed into town to get some shopping done. Day 2 was simple. I planted my other seeds and started laying out the plan for my farm design, with Day 3 following the same pattern of cleanup and setup. Day 4, I finally got to meet Willy. My favorite part of the game has to be fishing, so he's my favorite NPC. Day 5 was average, harvested the snips, investigated the rat problem, and planted some potatoes. On day 6, I visited the wizard in the woods, took some drugs, and learned how to speak some form of forest runes. You know, normal Saturday. I quickly finished my first bundle as well. Days 7 through 9 were just more cleaning up and organizing the farm, and on day 10, I finally received everyone's favorite gremlin, Merlin the cat, and then I went fishing with Willy. Day 11, I made a move on Harvey by giving him a gold star potato. The only acceptable way to announce your intentions to court someone, in my opinion. On day 12, I finally dipped my toes into the mines, making it 10 floors before heading home for the night. Day 13, the infamous egg hunt. I mean, look at Abigail. Who gets that excited about dashing the hopes of children? I do. I get that excited. Anyway, I absolutely wrecked Abigail because she is weak. And I got my second favorite hat in the game. I also bought some strawberries. Day 14 was just more boring cleanup and dropping off my axe with Clint for an upgrade. And on day 15, I headed back into the mines, only making it to floor 17 before I had to retreat. I started day 16 with picking up my axe before doing some more farm beautification. Day 17 was just foraging for my trip on the 18th to the mines, making it to floor 20. I realized I was in desperate need of funds, so day 19 was spent fishing. Since it was the worst luck possible, I did not tempt fate on day 20, spending the day clearing up the farm. Day 21 had neutral luck, so I headed off to the mines, making it to floor 40, and obtaining the slingshot that I have no clue how to effectively use. Also, I have no clue how rare it is, but I ended up with 3 Omni Geodes. Day 22 was dedicated to finally setting up some preserves jars, with day 23 providing me some parsnips for pickling. I also realized that the flower dance was the next day, and I have 0 relationships. Oops. I also went down 5 more floors in the mines. Day 24, the dreaded dance. I was forced to longingly stare at Harvey from afar, having to watch the dance from even farther in the corner than Clint. I had to reorganize my priorities. So on day 25, I finally gave Harvey some pickles. Yes, I did stand outside the clinic like a weirdo. That's not important. Day 26 was spent foraging and donating some more things to the museum. I also returned Robin's axe. On day 27, I bought a silo. That's it. Day 28 was the last day of spring, so I wandered around looking for forage, dropped off my pickaxe with Clint, and gave Harvey some pickles. On to summer. So on day 29, I prepped the farm for my summer crops and headed to Pierre's, grabbing one of each crop needed for the community center before spending everything I had on blueberries. Day 30 was spent watering the crops and finishing the summer foraging bundle. Day 31 starts off scandalous, with Mayor Lewis asking me to retrieve his shorts. Yeah, not my problem. I am too busy seducing the doctor through sheer willpower and pickles. I grabbed my pickaxe and checked out the Adventurers Guild, headed into the mines where I got absolutely wrecked by a slime. How embarrassing. Deciding to ignore the lesson of Icarus, I head into the mines again on day 32. I go unpunished and make it to floor 55. Day 33 is spent chipping away at the boiler room, and days 34 and 35 are more fishing for funds. Since it is raining, I spend day 36 in the mines and I make it down 10 more floors. Day 37 is spent harvesting my summer seeds and planting some more melons. Realizing the luau was the next day, I spent all of day 38 fishing, getting a gold star largemouth bass for the pot. Day 39 was the luau. Wow, Abigail, imitating your father won't make him pay attention to you. Ignore me while I go stand next to Willie for a second for no reason. The soup was good, and I headed home satisfied. Since I never get rain, I spent day 40 watering my crops and clearing up the farm. Since summer 13 is guaranteed to rain, day 41 is spent in the mines, where I find another Omni Geode. Seriously, I'm fairly certain it is supposed to be rare, especially before level 80. Anyway, I make it to level 78 before it was too late to continue. Day 42 is blueberry harvest time! I head to Pierre's and make bank, buy the last backpack upgrade, and give Harvey some pickles. Oh, I also buy a coop. And some coal. And now I'm broke. Day 43, I swear my loyalty to Team Fruit Bat and start decorating the area around the unfinished coop. I have a checkup with our favorite doctor on day 44, and of course, I pay him in pickles. I start day 45 checking to see if I can afford a chicken. I can't because I am poor, so I just clear more of the farm. Day 46, I harvest more blueberries, make a quick stop at Pierre's to sell them, and then head back to the farm to do more decorating. I head to the mines once again on day 47, finally making it to floor 80. Oh, I also got another Omni Geode at some point. Day 48 is also spent in the mines, making it all the way to floor 95. Day 49 is when I finally get quality sprinklers, making the rest of this challenge so much easier. I buy myself 2 chickens and then head to the community center to finish the boiler room. Bless the Junimos, I finally have minecarts. I start day 50 by gifting my beloved Harvey some pickles before heading to Robin to upgrade my humble home. Day 51 is when I finally start planting some fruit trees. I also go hang out with Willie for a bit so I can buy a new fishing rod. I then proceed to fish and catch a sturgeon. Nice. Day 52 is good luck day, so I zip off to the mines. This proves to be a mistake, because luck is not real, and God has favorites who are not me. I was wrecked by a slime and had to be saved by Maru, of all people. I head home in shame and make some mayo machines. It rains day 53, and since I never learn, I head to the mines once more. Luckily, I was able to retreat before I was wrecked by another slime. I head to the saloon and buy some salads, and then head back down to the mines, where I have a quick snack on floor 100, heading down 5 more floors before calling it a night. I wake up on day 54 to a miraculously larger house, so I celebrate by heading to the mines to get some more. Deciding it is time to invest in a fish pond, I go fishing for some seaweed on day 55. I proceed to catch almost 10 fish before I get 5 seaweed. More money for me, I guess. Day 56 is the Moonlight Jellies Festival, so I have a whole day to burn. I use a chair to hop into the secret woods for some ferns. I also bought a rare seed at the traveling cart. And a coconut, for some reason. I donated enough to the museum to get the ugliest abomination in the game. I see Linus digging in some trash, and then I head to the beach for the most beautiful and boring festival in the game. Abigail proceeds to further imitate her dad, and I get to see some pretty jellyfish. What in Poseidon is that poor deformed entity? It is now fall, so obviously we start day 57 planting an absurd amount of pumpkins, alongside other things we need for the community center. Surprise, surprise, we are once again broke after that shopping spree, but I swear by pickled pumpkins. Day 58, I shove my sturgeon in the fish pond and go mining for resources. The bigger quest board was now available on day 59, so I ignore it in favor of saying hello to my good friend Hatmouse and giving Harvey more pickles. I do eventually take a quest to fish up trash from Linus. I finish my trash fishing on day 60 and spend the rest of the day planting amaranth and wheat. On day 61, I fish. A lot. Day 62, I learn diamonds are a sturgeon's best friend, follow Harvey for a bit, and I drop off my pick for an upgrade. Day 63 starts with our usual gift of pickles for Harvey. I also finish the fall forage bundle and chop some more trees on the farm. Linus sends me a letter on day 64 asking for some help finding his berry basket. I happily go retrieve for him and head to the mountains to return it. What I see when I get there has now put me on the market for some brain bleach. After that scarring moment, I can't even give him the basket since he disappeared, so I head to the mines in hopes of some stray monster allowing me to perish in peace. My prayers go unanswered, so I head home, lie in bed, and think of my decisions that led me to this point in life. I give Linus his basket on day 65. I finally acquire a barn on day 66 and spent the rest of the day decorating and laying out the area around it. Days 67 and 68 are spent doing nothing but resource gathering on the farm, with day 69, nice, being when I purchased myself some cows. Day 70 is Pumpkin Harvest Day. To celebrate this step forward in my get-rich-eventually scheme, I gave Harvey some pickles. I also gave him some more pickles on day 71, reaching 8 hearts, allowing me to ask him to be my boyfriend. Day 72 is the famous Stardew Valley Fair, and I plan to clear out the gift shop. Step 1 is setting up my beautiful display, which gets 2nd place? Seriously? Pierre used the crops I sold him. I can still salvage this. 2nd place gets me 500 tokens, and any casual player should know that the color wheel is rigged to land on green a majority of this time. We've already established my weird luck, but even I don't think it's possible to lose the... Oh. So yeah, the wheel can land on orange. Gambling addiction fed, I finally gather enough coins to buy out the gift shop. I have plans for this fedora. On day 73, I go fishing and buy a fish tank. This relates to the fedora. I also buy a 2nd fish pond. Day 74, I grab my pickled pumpkins and head to Pierre's to grab the rest of the fruit trees from my mini orchard. I spend the rest of the day as well as day 75 fishing. I finally go back to making mines progress on day 76, making it to floor 110 and grabbing the 2nd to last part of my traditional Stardew Valley outfit, the purple shoes. All that's left is the mouse ears, and then I shall be complete. I call it a night 5 floors from the bottom. Since I was so close to the bottom, I easily reach it on day 77. I celebrate by setting up what will eventually be my flower patch. I realized on day 78 that at the rate I'm going, I will reach 10 hearts with Harvey in the winter, making it impossible to get the mermaid pendant since it doesn't rain in winter. That is, unless I can craft a rain totem. Forgetting that animals refuse to go outside in the winter, I think that trying to get a pig as fast as possible will help me get married before the 100 days are up. So I speedrun upgrading the barn. On day 79, I harvest my sweet gemberry and trade it with a statue for a much more fulfilling snack. Since I'm still stuck on the plan to craft a rain totem, I spend the rest of the day cutting down trees for foraging XP. I drop off my pick with Clint and spend day 80 still just chopping down trees in Cindersnap. Day 81, I give Harvey more pickles and chop down even more trees. I get the final barn upgrade on day 82. Day 83 is the last pumpkin harvest, followed by more, you guessed it, tree chopping. Since it's Hallows Eve, I race through the maze, yoink the golden pumpkin, comfort a scared Harvey, and then bounce. I buy a goat on day 84, stare at the river with Harvey for a bit, and go visit the traveling cart. I start day 85 by going to Marnie's hoping to buy a pig. I seem to have forgotten that Pelican Town has the worst business hours in the world. Marnie is not open on Monday and Tuesday, and Pierre thinks closing on Wednesday will save his marriage. Luckily, my mood is immediately improved when I give Harvey his usual pickles and finally reach 10 hearts. Mouse ears acquired. Oh, I guess I also can marry Harvey too. Well, that won't happen until I do a 200 days video. If I do a 200 days video, comment down below if you want to see that. Oh, I also mug Krobus and get a magnifying glass. Harvey invites me on a date, day 86, but I ignore him in favor of escorting Toby through Pelican Town. This is what the fedora and fish tank were for. Day 87, I purchase a pig, still thinking the rain totem plan will work. I also finish the crafts room, which is pretty cool. I finally go on my date with Harvey on day 88, and can I just say, this cutscene is so cute. I guess I still got some romance, even if I couldn't put a rig on it in 100 days, so I'll call that a partial success. Day 89 is when I finally realize my rain totem plan will not work unless I get a truffle from the traveling cart. So I wander around the farm doing random tasks. I spend day 90 making more kegs and clearing out the quarry. The cart has no truffles on day 91, but I do buy a battery pack and craft a farm computer, because I had no clue what it is. I still don't know, but it looks cool. Day 92 is the Festival of Ice, and as much as I like fishing, I think this might be my least favorite festival. Since my only competition is a drunk, an old man, and Elliot, I easily win. No surprises there. Apparently, I avoided finding lost books until day 93. Nothing else interesting happened other than me completing most of the vault. I finished the vault on day 94 and start prepping for a trip to Skull Caverns. I also play Junimo Kart. Badly. Note to self, get good at Junimo Kart. I have no clue what I did on day 95. I just wandered around and apparently made bank. Day 96, I take my first steps into the sand-covered desert and immediately head into the caverns. I don't make it far before finding an infested floor and deciding I did not want to deal with that. Deciding I need to be more prepared, I buy a ton of coffee and salad before heading home. Someone trusted me with the ability to make explosives, so I grabbed some of those and a space sword before braving school caverns once more on day 97. I head home at 1 a.m., having survived 64 floors of the cavern. Goal most definitely complete. Feeling like I've been ignoring Harvey, I head to the clinic on day 98 to give him a coffee. Apparently, winter 14th is his birthday, which I knew, but at the time I had completely forgotten. Day 99 is spent doing chores while I wait for the night market to open. I impulse buy a frog statue, as one does, and then head home. One more day. Here we are, day 100. Let's take a look around at what we accomplished. Honestly, I am super proud of what I was able to do. You might have noticed that I did a lot of things that would not benefit me until after the 100 days. Like I said earlier, if you guys want a 200 days episode, I'd be happy to make it, but no matter what, I plan on playing this farm more. It has to be the most organized and beautiful farm I have ever made. Technically, I completed all my goals, though I wish I'd been able to be more ambitious, but if anything, my style is fast casual at best. I am no speedrunner. And I used a lot of mechanics I'd normally ignore, such as fish ponds, animals, and floors. I didn't do as much fishing as I normally do, but I don't regret it, and I had a lot of fun. Now, we still have a full day ahead of us. Let's go out in style. To the night market! Nah, I'll save the mermaid show for the 200 days. Hope you guys enjoyed my little adventure, and I'll see you guys next time.